Alright, so good morning everybody. So I didn't post Saturday stuff, so I need to post it. I didn't feel well yesterday. I still don't feel well. I think my kidney is acting up again. So I guess unfortunately I'm going to break down and call the doctor. Yeah, so anyway, this is I guess really day 46. Sorry. Since I missed yesterday, I got out of Psalm 119 on Saturday because I just finished it all up on Saturday, and I'll post those things. So I apologize, I'm just not feeling well. So I read Psalm 120. My favorite verses were 1 and 2. It says, I call on the Lord in my distress, and he answers me. I need him right now. But save me, O Lord, from lying lips and from deceitful tongues. Hello. 2 questions. What peace pipe has helped you get back in the graces of an offended one? How powerful is the tongue? And actually on Saturday, the last section I did, because I broke it up in sections, was about the tongue. So back to the first question, what peace pipe has helped you get back in the graces of an offended one? So I'm going to tell you a story about where I used to work for this company, and this guy, he was really rude. I don't know other words, I can't think of other words to say, but I guess that's the nicest way to put it. He wasn't very nice. He was always yelling at me, always cussing at me, always putting me down, always, you name it, whatever. Okay, so we had this company that we dealt with, and like they were pretty much our bread and butter, and he was over me, but he acted like he didn't want to do anything, you know. So everything always fell on me, which is fine, whatever. And so the company wasn't paying, and if that's our bread and butter, that's an issue, right? So I had to give them like my personal cell number for them to call, and because they were supposed to get a check to me and stuff like that. Well, being the way that he treated me, I was supposed to call him after they called me back. Well, guess what? They never ever called me back because I guess I don't know, we're just trying not to pay. I don't know, whatever the deal was. So they never called me back. So I never called him because I'm thinking, you know what, dude? I'm about to have a fabulous weekend. You're not going to ruin my weekend by your nastiness, your rudeness, everything that you are, right? So I didn't call him back. Well, eventually I'm going to have to see him, so he's still going to be rude and everything. So God showed me that I should have called him back, or I should have called him rather, my boss at the time. I should have called him and just told him that, you know, nobody called me. I don't know what you want me to do. And I never did because I didn't want him to ruin my weekend, you know. So God told me that I was wrong in that area, that I didn't call him, and at least say, hey, they didn't call me, you know. So Monday, of course, he comes in, he's all mad, you know, throwing stuff, cussing, all this stuff. And he's like, so I finally got a hold of someone else that was higher than the person I was talking to. And he was like, yeah, we're going to cut you a check. I'm like, yeah, I get that you say you're going to cut me a check, but show me some proof, right? So I had him email me a copy of the check, everything, you know. So I gave it to my boss, and, you know, I don't even know if I did apologize for not calling him, but I think I semi-apologized, I think, because I said, you know, they never called me. I didn't know what to call you and tell you, you know. He's like, well, you could have called me and told me, you know. And I'm sitting here thinking in my head, you're not ruining my entire weekend. You ruin my life every day that I have to come here, so you're not ruining my weekend. You know, that's what I'm thinking. But, like, God told me I was wrong, so, you know, I was, like, sweet and nice to him. And he was like, well, you're lucky they're going to pay us because I was going to fire you. Fire me because somebody else is not paying when you're over me? Really? I don't know. It never made sense. Anyway, God told me I was wrong for not calling him. And so, you know, I pretty much apologized. He was peaceful, you know. I would like to say after that, but no, he was the same old he was, cussing and carrying on and always yelling at me. But, and I'm not over exaggerating one bit. He was a little bit peaceful after he got the check, you know. At least he was happy in that regard, you know, and I think he got over, you know, whatever the issue was of me not calling. So I guess really it wasn't about apologizing or semi-apologizing, it was about getting that check for him. Anyway, the second question, how powerful is the tongue? And it referenced James 3 and 6, but I also want to read James 3 and 5. It says, likewise the tongue, because in the verses before James 3 and 5, it's talking about a horse, the thing that they put in the horse's mouth, and then it's talking about a boat, the rudder thing on the boat. So it says, likewise the tongue is a small part of the body, but it makes great boasts. Consider what a great forest is set on fire by a small spark. And verse 6 says, the tongue also is a fire, a world of evil among the parts of the body. It corrupts the whole person, sets the whole course of his life on fire, and is itself set on fire by hell. What? Okay, the tongue is powerful, very much so, very, very much so. So you can either calm things down, like water flowing, or you can help things light on fire, which, I think I've done both. And I think on Saturday I said you have to be very, 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 very careful who you talk to, who you're friends with, as far as what you share with them, and different stuff like that. So you just have to be very careful, because the tongue is very powerful. You can set a spark, and someone else can take that spark, and you not intentionally setting that spark, and take that spark and just light the whole forest on fire, if you get what I'm saying. Okay? So I guess just be very, very, very careful with your tongue is what the lesson is for today. And we all know the scripture from Proverbs 18:21, which says, life and death are in the power of the tongue, and they that eat of it and they that love it will eat the fruit from it. I need to stop trying to quote it and read what I wrote. And Proverbs 21:23 says, if you keep your mouth shut, you will stay out of trouble. Hello. I don't know that you can necessarily stay out of trouble. You will get in less trouble if you keep your mouth shut and not say a bunch of stuff. So that's the lesson for today. If you can calm things down in certain situations with your tongue, but just be very, very, very careful with your tongue. And today's Tuesday. You guys have a fabulous day. Just pray for me, because I really don't feel well at all. All right, peace out. Bye.